I very rarely make these videos, however, this topic has been on my mind for a very long time and it's been bothering me and I can't even go to sleep, so I wanted to record this, get this off my chest, and it's going to be able to help you get to the point where I'm at, where right now, 20 years old, and I'm making $25,000 a month. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, Josh, that's probably you got lucky, not possible, you're lying, you're just saying this so that people will buy your 997 course. You can think that if you want to. Now, the reason why I'm recording this video is to show you that that's not true, okay? And I want to show you that you don't have to go down the route, right, of getting a job. You don't have to go down the route of education, which I know you obviously need some sort of education, but it doesn't have to be in the typical university kind of route. And I know a lot of people, that's not my audience, but the biggest most important thing is that people, their paradigm around what entrepreneurship actually is false. So I talked to my hairdresser the other day, and he doesn't own a business, but he wants to, like, he was talking about all this entrepreneurial stuff, like all these like large companies, how they make so much money. He's talking about all this stuff, right? And anyways, I'm like, I brought it up because he seemed like he was passionate about it and like understood all of this stuff. I'm like, why don't you start a business? And his answer to that is very sad, and he just said that he doesn't have he's not smart enough to do it. He doesn't have the ability to do it, all this kind of stuff, right? And when people think of starting your own business and being an entrepreneur, the only thing that people think of is like Steve Jobs and like Apple or like Microsoft, and you have to build one of these fat, massive companies. And people think that that requires luck, which to some extent it does, right? And people think that that requires a ton of skill and a ton of knowledge and a ton of talent. And again, to some extent it does, but that's not what this has to be, right? And the reason why I really wanted to bring this up is because you can make $20, $30, $40,000 per month, and you can just do what you like to do, okay? And I know this is like, it's counterintuitive to what a lot of people think, but it's truly possible, okay? And the reason why people don't think like this is because they think you need some crazy idea, or you think you need to be on the cutting edge of technology and build something that's going to blow the world away and absolutely disrupt industries and like literally become the next Apple. You don't have to do that. I want you to look at it like this, okay? There is a ton of people in this world. There's about 7 to 8 billion people. There are different groups of these people, and they all have different problems, okay? These groups of people will happily pay money to have their problems solved. So you do not have to, like, be around when the internet first came out and come up with a new thing. You don't have to start, like, an AI tech firm or anything like that. Like, you can legitimately solve a problem for a specific kind of person, and you can grow a business, right? If you look at these things, like, you can build small businesses successfully and predictably, and it does not have to require luck. If you look at these franchise gym businesses, right? Why do you think that every single time they launch a gym, 99% of the time it's successful? The reason why is because they have the formula for what works and they can just implement that. Why do you think that there are so many, like all these different franchise businesses? That's just one example. Why do you think that there's so many different like kind of coaching businesses out there? Because if you could actually solve a problem for someone, and like if you're a fitness trainer and someone was able to make $50,000 a month as an online fitness coach, just as an example, right? The reason why there's so many people who are predictably able to do that is because of the fact that it's something that actually, like, there's a formula for it, right? If you have an ideal person, right, with a specific problem, and you can solve that problem and find a way to sell that to them, right? If you can get attention of that market, if you're able to convert that into sales, and if you can fulfill on that promise that you're giving them, you will make money, right? It's a 3-step formula. And obviously figuring out exactly how to do that is a little bit difficult, right? But it's not something that you have to be so intelligent. It's not something that you need like an extreme amount of luck to accomplish. And it's not something that's so difficult to actually go ahead and implement. And you can do it with the knowledge and with the experience to be able to execute on, okay? And the reason why most people start these kind of things and the reason why they don't succeed is, first of all, they don't have the belief in themselves to start in the first place. And the second thing is, as soon as things get difficult, which is going to get difficult, they quit. I take sales calls with people trying to start businesses who have recently started businesses already more commonly. And there is very rare circumstances where I talk to a person who has been working their business for more than 6 months and who is not making at least $5,000 a month. I think I've talked to like two ever, right? And the reason for that is because everyone, if they don't make money within like the first quarter or the first 2 quarters, they quit and they never touch it again. Just to give you some context, I made about like 1K for the first 9 months of doing business, and then the next month I made $13,000. And the reason why, again, is because once you figure out how to get attention, how to convert that attention, how to fulfill on it, you make money, right? Once you can actually do that, that is legitimately all you need. And most people, like, they just, problem number one, they can't even figure out how to get people's attention, and then they just quit, right? So that's the main thing that I really just wanted to bring this point. You do not have to work a job you don't like. That's not just life. You don't have to settle for that. You can actually do something where you have the opportunity to become the best version of yourself every single day. And when you are trapped in a specific role in like some corporate company, you don't have that opportunity, and you just kind of have to take what life gives you. All right. So that's basically all I wanted to say in this video, honestly. So basically, take control of your life because it's possible, and literally anyone can do it. All right. Hope that helps.